I don't know how to build a dam. I don't know how to get 1 million people involved in anything. Well, let me tell you a secret. No one does when they begin. Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started. If I had to know everything about connecting people before I got started, I never would have built Facebook. Movies and pop culture just get this all wrong. The idea of a single eureka moment is a dangerous lie. It makes us feel inadequate, because we feel like we haven't had ours yet. And it prevents people with seeds of good ideas from ever getting started in the first place.
Hi, hello, welcome to our first podcast, Signage Talk podcast. We're here to discuss about signage. I'm so nervous. I am really nervous. Didn't think we'd make it this far with all the hype that I've been giving my podcast. I think we've been giving our podcast too much hype, but I believe, I'm not sure, it's not fact, but I believe this could be the first ever signage podcast in South Africa. I think so. I'm not sure. I think so. And I'd like you guys to join me in this journey. I am nervous, so please bear with me. I'm not a broadcaster. I'm not good at broadcasting. This is actually my first time ever doing broadcasting like this before, besides having those blogs and vlogs and all those kind of things. You know how social media is like. But this is gonna be our signage podcast. This is not gonna be my podcast. This is gonna be your podcast as well, who are involved in signage, everyone who's involved in making sure that we get those beautiful signage in shopping centers, in malls, and in the street, those kind of things. And I hope you guys are gonna join me in this journey. You're gonna be working along with me. I hope I'm gonna get a lot of feedback from you guys to see what is it that we can level up on, things that we can add on the podcast, those kind of things. But we're here. Whoever thought? I just want to say thanks to the guys who showed support publicly on their social platforms. I want to thank all the guys that showed support behind the scenes as well. I want to thank my team as well. They've been supportive, and I really hope this is not gonna end with me only. I hope this is gonna be continuous. We're gonna support each and every upcoming designer or podcaster or architect or anyone who's gonna come up with an idea to come and make podcasts, and spread the information about this career, spread the information about this industry. But then, like I said, this is not me selling myself. This is not me advertising myself, just so everyone knows. This is merely about pushing the industry. This is about merely making the industry big. As we know, signage is a developing industry. From the time when I started doing signage until now, there has been a lot of changes, there has been a lot of developments. But then those are kind of things that we'll be talking about in this podcast. We'll be having different people will be coming here on our podcast. We'll be interviewing different management of people or level of people, starting from the company owners, the big dogs, so they say. I'm sorry, I wasn't offending anyone. Yeah, but we'll be interviewing the owners of signage companies, those who have been there in the game for so long. We want to hear their input. We want to know how they made it. We want to get some knowledge from them. It's not only gonna be beneficial for me, but I believe it's gonna be beneficial for everyone out there who's willing to start their own company. Everyone out there who's willing to learn how to be a leader. We're gonna be interviewing also the managers, to hear their input on how their experience it has been on signage since they've started being managers on signage. Because signage it's a different industry. You never actually go to school to do signage, but then signage is a combination of different careers that come along and then merge together to make signage industry. Yeah, so we'll be interviewing a lot of people, the likes of the estimators, the likes of the project managers who go out and fish for work, bring it to the company. We'll be interviewing the likes of procurement about the stresses that they engage when now it's time to do the buying and all those kind of things. We'll be engaging with designers, from technical to graphic to architectures. We'll be wanting to hear their input on how they have been handling this industry. We'll be talking to production managers as well to hear how is it working in the factory. We'll be talking to assemblers, we'll be talking to painters, we'll be talking to the wiring departments, we'll be talking to everyone that is involved in signage until to the last stage, which is installers. We'll be talking to installers as well. We want to hear the hardships that they encounter on signs, how the designers are supposed to give them information, how are we gonna make the job easier for them. But then there's a lot that we're gonna talk about in this journey of signage podcast, and I hope you guys are gonna work with me. I hope you guys are gonna be a part of this journey. I hope this is not only gonna be for me, it's for us, it's for everyone. So I'm open to get feedback from everyone. I am open to get reviews from everyone to tell me, okay, this is what I did wrong. Okay, you're doing good there, but then please just fix this. I kind of like this is gonna be a communication between the two of us, or the 10 of us, or the 100 of us, probably the million of us, because there's a lot of people in the industry. The industry is too big. The industry is too big. I've been on different social platforms, and I've noticed that there's a lot of people who are in the industry, and they're making well. They might not be making millions, but they are doing well. They're doing a very good job. They're doing a very good job. But then welcome again. Well, I believe some of you know me. I believe some of you might be seeing this for the first time being shared by someone. I believe most of you have worked with me before. Some of you have had a chance to work alongside with me, and I don't know what you have to say about me, but I hope it's good. It's good. It's good things only. I hope it's good things only. Well, the name is Amukelani, like I always used to say on my short clips. I'm a signage expert. and now I'm gonna be the host of this new podcast of Signage Talk. Yeah, so you're probably wondering who this young boy is, right? You're probably wondering who exactly is the signage expert, that's busy hyping himself up and just being in the industry for such a short time, but he's busy hyping himself up. You're probably wondering what's his name. You're probably wondering where is he coming from to come and claim the fact that he's a signage expert. Well, I believe I'm not claiming the signage expert name. I believe in myself. The kind of person who, if you've watched my short clips, there's one short clip that I posted that I spoke about how motivated I am to do big things. I'm not a person who's focused on only one thing. I think I think broadly. I think I think out of the box, so to say. I'm never programmed to just do one thing. I always want to learn new things as well, and give it. Be, besides, it doesn't depend on if it's my role or not. But if it's a job that can be done by someone, I am sure I can also do it. So I always want to push myself to do it. I might not be perfect at times. Obviously, there's failures. Uh, there's there is jack of all trades, but even jack of all trades make mistakes. Yeah. So who is Amukelani Ndlovu? Amukelani Ndlovu is a young boy from the northwest. I would say I'm from Pumalanga. Yeah, I'm from Pumalanga in Bushbuckridge, but I grew up in Northwest most of my time. Yeah, so I'm just gonna jump over to when I started in the industry, because I believe most of you guys are interested on when did I start this in this industry. Well, I started in this industry in 2016. In 2016, I believe it was February 29th, at a company called X. Yeah, I haven't got the rights to actually mention names as yet, but as we go along the podcast, we'll probably be mentioning names just for the audience reach, just for more information on certain companies as well. Yeah, so I started my signage industry in 2016. I started as a what did I start as? I started as a CNC operator. I actually even forgot. I started as a CNC operator. Yeah, so company X uh, gave me a contract to work for them as a CNC operator, and that's when I started my career. And mind you, when they hired me, I had just finished college, so I was at college, and I was doing civil engineering and building construction. So I was doing levels, that's what they call it now, level 2 until level 4, where I was doing carpentry and roof works. So when Mr. Boss at company X emailed me, called me and said, I want to take you there. I want to take you into my company and be a part of my team. And I was like, yeah, I'm game. Take me. I'm open for it. And I went there only to find out, I thought I was gonna do something to do with civil engineering and building construction, only to find that it's a different industry. It's a different stream of line of the career that I chose. And yeah, I didn't say no to the job. They gave me the job, and excuse it, they gave me the job. I started working as a CNC operator, and it was a great experience. I enjoyed working as a signage as a CNC operator, as you can see in this picture here. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me. And some of them, when I tell them that's me, they don't believe it. They don't believe that I've once been in the factory. They don't believe that I've once done CNC before, and it was quite a good experience. Even till today, I always go back to the factory and check on the guys at the CNC department to see how they're doing, to see on the new development of machines. I always engage with them to get clarity of what's happening in the industry, what's the new improvements of machines. Because if you can see that the image that I started, I showed now, maybe we'll bring it again. This image, that CNC machine, it's like the old kind of CNC machine. I remember when we even used to make cut files for that machine, we those were not CNC because they were not automated. They were just NC files because you had to do everything by yourself in that machine. You had to go like remove the beads from the router head, and then put another one, do your setups, and then put in material, put in a job file, and then cut it. It was a mission. It was a mission, but I enjoyed it. It gave me an experience. It taught me a lot of things, as well as the guys that you're gonna see now. Yes, these guys. I like to send a shout out to these guys. They took me in, they didn't shut me out. That's what I love about signage industry. They didn't shut me out. They just said, you know what, come in, man. You don't know these machines. They nothing. We'll show you how to use them. Although they made me do a lot of work because now they wanted to just chill, But I did appreciate it. I did appreciate it because with them giving me a lot of work, they were not aware that they're teaching me a lot of things, And I learned, I learned to an extent when the boss in company X, when he bought another machine, now the CNC one, I was actually asked to operate it because they could see how much I had improved in fixing cut files for the designers, in drawing up new cut files. There were times when because I wanted to learn, I had the push in me to want to learn. There was times when I was working overtimes. Sorry if you're gonna hear this, Mr. Boss. There were times when I was doing my own private jobs. I was doing my own private. I don't know what should I call them. Because they were not actually jobs. I wasn't selling them, but I was trying to see if I can also do what the designers are doing. Yeah, so I was drawing, and I was making use of the Corel Draw software. I was making use of the VCAF software, and with that I learned, and it went. The 2016 it went. By the way, this is the machine that the new machine that I was I don't know where I should say promoted to go and use, but this is the new machine that the boss in company X had bought, and I started working on it. And this one was so much advanced. It was different from that other first one that you saw. This one was so much advanced in a way that most of the router operators, they were scared of using it, because one mistake, then you've damaged it. One mistake, then you have to call in the technicians. One mistake, then the beat is broken, or something just goes wrong. The sensors are not sensing again anymore. But then I'm sorry, I don't know how the sound is gonna sound, but it's quite raining here. Yeah, so the weather of Cape Town. Yeah, so that's how it is. That's what happened. So yeah, that's how it is. That's how it went. Yeah, so From there, my boss, seeing that I was so much improving in the industry or in the company, he gave me an opportunity. He was like, then let us promote you. Let's take you to the office. Let's see what you can do, because I can see that you're trying. Yeah, so I went to do some trial test as a junior designer. I did some trial test. Uh, I did a few jobs where they asked me to do some certain science, and then I nailed them almost 100%, just like 90, 80, somewhere there, and with just them showing me only, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, and they just let me be. And then I flew all by myself, and they were so surprised. They were so surprised that I was doing so much improvements in that aspect. Yeah. So I did that. After the trials went, and then I was promoted. They promoted me. And now, from when I started as a CNC operator to when I was promoted, that was about 1 year and about 6 months or 7 months, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, because I started in February in 2016. Then in July 2017, that's when I got promoted to become a CNC operator. And that's the thing, because when I got there, I had a lot of uh, uh, negative feedback from the guys, telling me how much the company doesn't promote people, especially you, that you're young, you won't be promoted, you don't know anything about this industry. But then, to their surprise, I got promoted, and I did signage industry. I'm only saying this because I don't want people getting in the industry and being comfortable with just being a CNC operator. I don't want them to get in the industry and being comfortable as just being an assembler, a painter, a junior designer, a project manager. I want everyone who joins this industry to grow in it. I don't want to be coming back here in the next 10 years and then you are still a CNC operator, you are still a project manager. That's the other thing that the business owners in the industry have to take note of. They have to develop their team. They have to take them from one stage to the other stage, make them grow, take them out of their comfort zone, and then put them there in the spotlight to see how much they can do. Because there's a lot of people who have knowledge about a lot of things. With my experience of being in the signage industry for so long, I have met up with a lot of people who I found out that they experience in a lot of different things in the signage industry, but yet they are not put in that department to do those things. They are put in something different from what they're doing on the site, because some of them are welders at home, but when they come to work, they are just assemblers. And when there's a job that needs to be welded or something, and then there's no one, or the department, it's packed with work, they can't just switch that person, take them there, because the company hasn't made it their duty to find out who in the company is able to do what. I think the company bosses and the HR and the management have to think about that. They have to go through their staff members. They have to go through their team and then find out, what is Amu doing? What is Amukelani B doing? What is Amukelani C doing? How can we use Amukelani D on Amukelani C's job? That's something that the management has to look at. But we'll get to the topic as the episodes go on. As for now, this is all about me introducing myself to my family. Now you guys are gonna be my family. So yeah. So when I was in the office now as a junior designer, I kept on learning. the love of the industry grew in me. I started enjoying it. I did a lot of things. Some of the other things that I did, the people who are found there, they didn't know that it could be done. So I pushed. I made sure that I learned each and every day. And indeed, I did learn. I did learn to an extent to where the boss in company X, he was like, man, you are so good. You are so good. So what am I gonna do? He took me from being a junior designer to being now a designer. Now I stand alone. So now I had to do everything by myself. I didn't have to be monitored. I was not managed by anyone. Although I was reporting to the boss, but then I wasn't managed by anyone, because now I could do my own jobs. I could fix my own mistakes. I could fix the issues that the guys in the factory were experiencing. So I did that for about a year or so, and then guess what? I was promoted again. I was promoted again. Now I became a designer slash project manager. So I was managing one of the biggest client that company X had. I was managing that, and everything went well. It was a great experience. I enjoyed it. Now having to go to the meetings, attending meetings, seeing clients. That's why I said we're also gonna talk about client license skills. We're gonna talk about project management skills, because that's a skill that I still feel like some of the people in the industry still lack. They are marketing themselves in the industry in a different way. They're marketing themselves in a corporate manner. And signage industry is different. It's not like that. You don't go the corporate way in search of clients. But then it's a topic for another day. We'll talk about it. So yeah, I did project management as well, which was excellent. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was very fascinating. I enjoyed every single minute of it. Not that I enjoyed being out of office, but I enjoyed being in social places, talking to different people, getting ideas, getting jobs. That was so much fascinating for me. I really, really much enjoyed it. So yeah, I pushed as a project manager, which was cool. Yeah, so from then, that's when I started doing site surveys and doing client liaisons, those communications with the clients, back and forth emails and calls and all those kind of things. Yeah, so I elevated myself, I elevated myself. And I made sure that in each and every day there's something new that I was doing. I made sure that in every single month there was an achievement that I was gonna achieve, and it was a fantastic experience. I really, really so much enjoyed it. So yeah, I grew with company X for about 3 years. I pushed. It was so much fun. I had a good experience working with the guys in the factory. You know how much motivating it is to see one of your peers moving from this level to this level to this level. I had people who were kept on motivating. I told them, guys, learn, and if you want, just force this promotion. Just tell them, now I want to be promoted because I can do this and this and this and this, and I can see in the company we're missing this and this and this. Just force it. Tell it to the boss. Don't let the boss bring someone from outside, whereas we have the skill in-house. So it's something that we ourselves have to push. Let's not let it be the responsibility of the management only, but we also have to stand out and say, I raise my hand, I want to take this challenge. And you'll see, you'll grow in the industry. You'll be someone big. I'm not big. Most people have given me a credit for the fact that I'm big, but I still don't think of myself as big. I still want to grow. I'm still growing, and I believe I am still gonna grow now with this podcast, with my family, which is you. Still feel like this is gonna be a great journey. Me and my team are here. You guys are there. will always be in each other's side. Don't see me as a competition, but see me as just the host of this podcast. We are gonna be a family in this podcast. We're gonna be sharing input in the industry. You know, that's the thing that I love about this industry. We might be seeing each other as competitors, but in hindsight, we are actually a unit because we form this industry. Without the person that you're calling a competitor, then you wouldn't be having some of your clients, you know. Well, maybe you might be having more of them, but then you wouldn't be having the love to continue doing these things. But because you have those competitors, you have to give them their credit as well when they're doing good. But this is not gonna be about that. Like I said before, we're gonna be calling in different people from different companies to come share their view on the experience they've had in the industry, and I hope it's gonna be beneficial. I hope indeed it's gonna be beneficial for everyone. Yeah. So I think that's it from company X. I started growing. That's the reason why I ended up working with most of you guys who are watching this. That's the reason why I ended up having to go into meetings with some of you guys. I believe some of you guys do know me. You might have forgotten my name, but then the face is still the same. I'm still the young Amu. Well, back in then they called me Jafta. Well, I didn't love the name, but what can I say? It was my name. So yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's how I grew into the industry. That's how I grew into the industry, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it to a point where uh, I wouldn't, I wouldn't give anything. I would actually give anything to go through this journey again. I would do anything. I would actually do anything to go back and relive the moments, because those were very, very fascinating moments. Well, I hope this is not just gonna end on this episode. I hope you still guys gonna be back again next week on the same time, and so that we can get more information on how the podcast is gonna go, like how the things are gonna go. Like, remember, like I said, this is not only for me, this is for you as well. This is I am ready to be the ambassador of this signage industry in the mainstream. I want to be part of this journey. I want to be the person who made a change into a designer. I want to be the person who made a change to someone who's in the factory, for them to develop from one stage to the other, because I believe it can be done. I believe it can be done. It's just in your head. You just have to make it in your head. If you push it, then it will happen. And I believe this is gonna be a great journey. This episode was just for introduction onto this journey that we're about to take. I'm hoping that I'm gonna get feedback from you guys. I'm hoping that I'm gonna get some reviews from you guys. I know you might be disappointed with my studio, so to say. Yeah, I believe with your guys' support, things are gonna get better. We'll probably get a better studio place where we're gonna record good content for everyone. Yeah. So I just want to put it out there. As much as this is for everyone, I just want to put it out there. If you feel like there's something you want to showcase, if you feel like you want to advertise yourself, you're looking for a job or something, just hit me up, hit my DM. Just this is the number here. So just contact this number, and then we'll talk. Maybe I'll put you on. Just give you exposure in the social platforms. I know some of you guys will be watching me from other social platforms which are not able to take long videos, but I hope you'll be able to come and watch the full video on YouTube. I really would like you guys to support us. I really would like you guys to join us in this journey. Yeah, so let's do this thing. Let's continue the episodes. Yeah, so this is gonna be our first ever episode officially, and I am hoping and I'm praying that things will go well. I'm praying that this is gonna be very beneficial for everyone in the industry. I am really hoping that we will walk this journey together, and we will make the vision of our clients come true. I will make the vision of everyone who we're working for come true. But then again, this is not gonna be about me selling myself only. This is gonna be putting the signage industry in the spotlight, because that's how big I want the signage industry to go. That's how much love I have for this industry. 8 years, it's nothing compared to some of you. I know you guys have been in the industry for more than 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Yeah, some of you have inherited the companies from your parents, where you actually worked as a normal employee, and now here you are. You are the boss. So we'd like to hear how you've done it. We'd like to hear how you've made it. Yeah, so also the new upcoming designers as well in the industry, we want them to grow. We don't just want them to be the graphic designers. We don't want them to just be junior designers. We want them to grow in the industry and make the name for themselves. I've been reading some comments on LinkedIn where there's someone who used to work with me, and then she said she was looking at me grow on the platform. And indeed, I did grow on the platform. I was shocked as well by the number of love that I was getting when I said, let me do this podcast thing. I saw you guys supporting me, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. You were not just supporting me, but you were supporting the industry. You are pushing the industry to go big, and it will definitely grow big, and we will see that it is growing big as the episodes go, because we'll be talking about different things, and we'll be hearing experiences from different people as well. Well, for now, I'll call this a goodbye for now. I think the nervousness has gone now. I'm hoping to do better in my next episode. Yeah, I'm hoping to do better in my next episode. So please, guys, if you're watching this, please like if it's interesting to you. Like if you still want us to push this thing forward. If you still want us to make sure that the podcast of this industry is growing big, please like. Comment as well. Just tell me what is it that I have to improve on. Just tell me how you wanna help me. Give me ideas or something. Let's work as a team, and just share as well. Please share this for the great large audience reach. Because we want to call in even the youngsters to come into this industry. They shouldn't be scared to be part of this industry. They should be part of this industry. So yeah, I hope you guys are gonna have a good day and have a good Monday. We'll see you again next week Monday. Cheers. Thanks for watching this episode of Signage Talk. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The handle is @gajeni_designs. Please like, comment and share for a large audience reach. Hope to see you again next week.